Hi, it's Jen. Today I'm going to continue organizing in my craft space. I've done a couple videos about how I'm organizing, and today I wanted to share with you another way I'm going to be organizing on top of my desk. So the first video I did is making a tool caddy for the most used tools that I use, so it's close to where I work. And then I also did organization of my most used inks. And then today what I'm going to do is I'm organizing my most used punches. So what I have in front of me, and yes, you're right, what you're seeing is they are loaf pans. Now these ones are vintage. I found them at thrift stores, yard sales, what have you. So I'm going to be using those to store for my storage containers. And so the next time you're in your thrift store or yard sale, don't walk past these. These are great organizers. And I was going to show you how I organized in each one. So I'll just move some of these out of the way. In this smaller one, and I'll show you the top. It has a name right there. And what I put in that are my Rolodex papers. Now these Rolodex papers I've found at thrift stores. And so I have a cupboard in my craft space with doors. So I've been organizing different papers and stuff that I use a lot, like for ephemera. So, because I used to organize them in Rubbermaid containers, and it was just too hard to dig things out, try to find some, and then things would get messy. And so that's why I'm reorganizing, is that system didn't work for me. So now this is going to be going on a shelf in my cupboard. So that's my first one done. Then my next one, I'm going to use that for paper as well. And what I store in that one are my recipe cards. And then back here, I have some pre-cut white cardstock. So I keep that in there as well. And then I have the 4x6 recipe cards, and then the normal 3x5s. And again, I don't want to have to dig through things and then things get messy, so that's the reason why I've been changing it up. I want to start making things a little bit easier for me, so this is how I organize my second bread loaf pan. And then this one that I want to show you, this smaller one, I really like it because it tapers. Well, all of them taper, but this one has a nice taper to it. And so on top of my desk, I wanted my most used punches that I do use. And so when I saw this container, I wanted to see if it would work. And what I'm going to be storing in it is the We Are Memory Keepers corner rounders. And it fits perfect in this loaf pan because this tapers as well. So it fits really nice in there. And then I have the scallop and the ticket stub one. And then just the large and small angle. And so I'm always reaching for these punches, so I wanted to keep them handy on my desk. And then the next thing I'm going to put in it is the crocodile, just the smaller one. So I'm going to put that in there. And then the last thing I'm going to put in here, this space I'm going to tweak on and off, just whatever punch I'm using at the moment. And for right now, I'm putting this tab punch in there. It's from Stampin' Up. They don't sell it anymore, but you can find it on eBay sometimes. And this is going to be sitting on my desk because these are the ones that I reach for the most. And then I have one more to show you. And I didn't empty this because I didn't want to create a big mess somewhere. But I think it was my first video, the layering flower ephemera. And I had mentioned that I keep a container nearby me as I rip my papers. And so I use a vintage loaf pan for that. And so that way, when I'm working on a project, I can dig through the pieces if I need something else to decorate. And that is all that I have been not decorating, but organizing in my craft space this week. And I encourage you, go to your thrift stores, yard sales, find that thing that in your craft space that's not working for you, and I encourage you to clean that this week, today, just because even though this is something small that I did, over time it's going to be something big, and it's going to it's already helped me in my crafting because I can find things a whole lot easier. So I appreciate you watching, and remember, don't throw away your junk. Let's organize with it. Take care. Bye.